Why do we serve the flames? To ward the realm from shadow. Why must we guard our purity? To keep the flames strong and bright. They sat cross-legged on the barge cabin's single, narrow bunk, facing each other, novice and discipler, their voices alternating in a steady rhythm of question and answer that had gone unbroken for nearly an hour. Since the noon prayer service, they had been reviewing the 6 codices of the first Guardian Station. Codices Eldrin must know tomorrow for the final test of his novitiate. He had long since learned them so well he could answer without hesitation. But he didn't mind the repetition. Right now, it was just the sort of superficial mental occupation he needed to keep his thoughts off other things. "What is the source of the shadow?" asked his discipler, one bony, ink-stained finger pressed to the page of the open catechism in his lap. "The arrogance of Maroc conceived it," Eldrin replied. "The passions of the flesh sustain it." "Who is Maroc?" "The dark son of Eidon, and lord ruler of the Ru'emma, the adversary. No man can stand against him save one. And that one is Eidon, Lord of Light, creator of all, defender of man. Soon may he come, and swift be his judgment." The rhythm ended, and the silence that filled the void after it made Eldrin's ears ring. He noticed the heat again, the sweat trickling down his chest beneath his wool tunic, the stifling mantle of his long, unbound hair weighing on his back. A fitful breeze danced through the high, open portal in the bulkhead, carrying the river's dank odor and a disharmonious chorus of voices from the crowds on its bank. Thunder rumbled out of the distance. Anxiety, held at bay by the long recitation, came oozing back. Soon they would be docking, disembarking, and marching up to the temple to begin the long ritual that would end with his initiation as a guardian of the holy flames. Or not, if things went badly. His discipler, Brother Belmere, smiled at him over small, round spectacles. "Flawless as usual. Shall we do another?" "I defer to your judgment, brother." Eldrin uncrossed his legs and recrossed them in opposite order, wincing as feeling tingled back. "We'll do a random selection, then?" Belmere leafed through the catechism, yellowed pages just brushing the slender gray braid that dangled over his shoulder. He was a small, bird-like man, all bones and angles, with a deeply lined face and shrewd gray eyes behind the spectacles. He wore the 4 gold cords of his station at his left wrist, and at his throat the ruby amulet all guardians were granted upon acceptance into the holy brotherhood of the Mateo. Tomorrow, Eldrin should receive an amulet of his own. It was a day he had anticipated for 8 long years. Now, the closer it got, the more uneasy he became. What if he walked up to the lip of the great bronze brazier tomorrow, and the flames rejected him? From the beginning, people said he would fail. He came from a family of soldiers and kings, not peacemakers, purveyors of death and destruction, not healing. As heads of state, as commanders of armies, even with their own hands, his antecedents had spilled the blood of thousands. How dared he presume Eidon might overlook that? "You can't renounce your blood, boy," Brother Cyril had rasped at him in the watch library the night before they'd left for Springerland. The words had cycled through his mind ever since, eroding his confidence. Was he unfit? Was it only the infamous Kalladorne will and pride that had brought him this far? Were his recent unsettling dreams and the growing uneasiness they birthed Eidon's way of warning him off?